says I'm live. Let's see. Did it say I'm live over here there, Cletus? Cletus. Oh, Cletus, we're live. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. If it's 22 tags, there we go. We're unable or not able to save your video? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Farming simulator. First one, chat. Look at Cody. Somebody has notifications turned on. I appreciate you, sir. How are you tonight? Tags. That's what we need right there. Yee. And save. All right. Doing good. That's good to hear, sir. Move that on over there like so. And boom, we're in game. All right. Oh yeah, I totally want to do something different right now. Sorry, I was reading. I really want to do like an old school kind of feel. Like like I want something with smaller fields so I can use older equipment. That's what I want to do now. I've wanted to do this ever since the mod Spotlight. Because there's plenty of old school, like there's old John Deere tractors, there's old combines. Now we have a ton of old trucks. Thanks to that Mack hauling pack, we have old grain beds and the old grain trailer. I just kind of really want to do that now. I don't know if we can pull it off with this map though. Because these fields are kind of huge. I just hate now that I got PJs set up to switch the maps on them. Choices. Look more into it. It means the stream I'm just going to be doing all the stuff that literally will be meaningless next week. But yeah, no, they have the Chevy Bison and the GMC General. I could probably do it on this map. Just like let Tony take care of other fields and just plant fields around my place. I could do that. Okay, that's done. do 11 and sunflower too, and then we'll do... That's all corn. We've got plenty of wheat. I guess we could do some barley. I had a mild panic attack. I thought that was potatoes. I was like, did I plant the wrong thing? You can always split up the fields. Yeah. That's what I was just sitting here thinking. Like these here are decent, like small enough that I could do those. And 3 and 4 could be like the big ones. I don't know. But I really want to use some old equipment. That was what I wanted to do on Indiana, and then, you know, Jackass screwed all that up. Just went big, like the biggest. His header was bigger than my whole combine. Doing pretty good, Ben. How are you? What map is that? Ohio Richlands? Yeah. It's a little modified Ohio Richlands. Like, I pushed the field, the borders back to give us bigger fields and such, but... Always get your older equipment. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do on Griffin, Indiana, but like I would harvest the field, and Jackass would just be behind me, like lapping me and leaving nothing for me to do. So that was the unfortunate part there. So that just kind of ruined it for me. Like, I couldn't get anything done because he was already, like, he'd have the whole thing harvested before I could even finish a field. Because, like I said, I had the one combine, and it was literally half the size of his damn the header on his damn combine. So my header was maybe a third of the size of his, and he was just boom, 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 boom. I'm like, okay. My local fire department just got toned out for confirmed structure fire, possibly from lightning strike. Noise. Not noise for the homeowner, but noise. That freaking tree's got to go. It's been pretty chill here. Like now that Pulse Point's back up and working, there's like nothing going on. Unless you start your own farm where you can't have access to it. Yeah, but then that gets iffy. Because I know Tony likes to help out, so I'd have to give him contractorship. And then he grants it to me, which I have to, all of his vehicles, and then PJ's. I was thinking, because PJ's favorite thing right now is the grapes, and if we have a large scale grape operation like we're doing this map, that would take up most of his time. So we can find a map that has smaller size fields. Like, I won't have to worry about him doing much because he will literally just be doing grapes all the time. So my idea was to find a map that had smaller fields where I can set up my cattle, and then having a huge spot for him to do grapes, and then we can get smaller stuff to harvest the fields and all that. That was my thinking. Yeah, I love how there was no rain, nothing in the forecast today, and it just randomly just stormed its ass off. Like, because I even when it was raining, legitimately it was raining. I was watching it fall while I was sitting in the car. I looked at the weather app and it's like partly cloudy. Next chance of rain Saturday. Hey bud, it's raining now. And it was storming so good that it made the power flicker in Walmart. Like it was a pretty decent storm. $369, damn they fine. Suck it to me one more time. God damn, I hate these trees. Tomorrow they're down there in Greenwood, Dogward are having their celebrating their 100th year as a fire company. They're doing a parade. I'm gonna see if I can go down there and catch it. See if I can film it. What's your opinion on Suffins? I don't really have an opinion on Suffins because they don't really have them around here. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head a fire company local to me that has a Sutphin engine, Sutphin tower. No, I will say that I do really like Pigeon Forge's tower, which is a Sutphin, I believe. Gotta work tomorrow. Yeah. Gotta go get that work on there, filler. You don't have access to this land. Shut the f up. This feels so odd too. I know it's gonna freaking hired help's gonna miss a spot, but screw it. What's up, Zach? How are you? My city's department is going fully something different around here since every Massachusetts department has E1 or KMEH in me. I live in Pierce territory. Like, it's either You have Milford, which has a mix of Seagrave and Pierce, but all their newer stuff is Pierce. My town is fully on the Pierce train. Farmington just ordered a new. I think their last two were, yeah, because they have the Freightliner Rosenbauer, and then they have their the Rosenbauer version of the Puck. They have that for the rescue, and then they just ordered a Rosenbauer tanker. Houston's all aboard the Pierce train as well. Felton just ordered a new Pierce. Who else is around me? Dover just ordered a new Pierce. Dover has, I think Dover's now fully Pierce. I think they got rid of everything that wasn't Pierce, and now they're just like full Pierce setup now. Camden's fully Pierce. They have, are going for it fully Pierce. Their new engine is a Pierce. Their new tanker is going to be a Pierce. So my city's too poor for Pierce. Well, that's the difference here is they're actual companies here. Like they're actually like incorporated companies, and I think they do get some money from state funding, but they get all their money, like they're not supported by the state, the city, like, so they have their own resources to buy whatever they want. That's the beautiful part about here. I guess it's a gift and a curse, because then they you know, not really I don't know how to put it. Anyway, Dover just ordered a tower ladder to fix. Yeah, so at their National Night Out, which was the beginning of August, I was talking to one of the firefighters up there, and he was like, he goes, if you like it, you can buy it in, what did he say, like October? He's like, it's gonna be for sale. They had their Tower 1, the old Pierce Lance. They had it out there set up. I can't remember if it was Tower 1 or Tower 2. I don't remember. But they had it out there set up. He's like, if you like it, you can buy it in October. It's going to be for sale. I said, oh, they're replacing it? And he's like, yep. I said, with what? And he goes, oh, another 100-foot rear mount from Pierce. Or another 100-foot rear mount. I was like, oh, Pierce? And he goes, yeah, Pierce. And then they post on their social media that they bought a mid-mount. So that guy didn't know what he was talking about. But yeah, they just ordered a brand new mid-mount from Pierce. Enforcer. We get the Walmart brand trucks? No, I think the great value choice is definitely Rosenbauer. Like, I feel like because Hartley's underfunded too. Same with Farmington. They've gone all Rosenbauer. I'm not knocking Rosenbauer, but it seems like that's the if you need the great value brand, that's what you buy. What's up, Brandon? How are you, Brandon? Oh, synchronizing data with other players. Who is it? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? You know, I think I just realized I'm not in Discord. I'm fine. How are you? Yeah, I'm not in Discord. Whoopsies. change that real quick. Who joined? Tony joined. Ours is mostly KME for engines, ladder, and rescue. That's even Smyrna. Smyrna has been like all KME. I believe it's KMEs. Yeah, both their engines, their rescue, even their tower, all KMEs, and they're finally jumping on the Pierce train. Their new engine's gonna be a Pierce. In my city's department, the only way you get a Rosenbauer is from the dumpster outside. They had one Rosenbauer truck and wanted to get rid of it right away. Granted, it was a commercial cab, but it sucked, in my opinion. Yeah, I've heard they're really cheap, but that's also some places need a cheaper option, and they can't afford the Pierce. And I mean, they pay for it in the long end because they are cheap and they do break down quicker. But I mean, Greenwood's had their Rosenbauer ladder for, God, I think it's about 10 years now. I think they got it maybe in 2014. I think it's been a bit. So, and they still use it. It still responds to, like, it responds to the traffic accidents and stuff. Yeah, no. Here in my town, they have I don't even know if they have it anymore. I have not seen it since 2021. It was involved in an accident in October of 2021. They were coming back from a parade up north, and the tire blew, and it went through the median and crashed. Tore up the front end a little bit on it, and I have not seen it since then. So I don't know if they still have it or not. I mean, we're coming up on 2 years since the accident, and it still has not been seen. So I don't know if they still have it, but everyone hated that thing. Absolutely hated that thing. Any of them that I talked to, they hated it. And they said that it's one of two, which I think the only other one they have that's not from Pierce is their brush truck. But he said they would never do that again. And the only reason it was supposed to be a Seagrave, and then the guy for Smeal, however you pronounce it, doubled up on the discount and ended up getting fired for it. So that's the only reason why they took that deal. But I've witnessed it firsthand, like the foam system, something malfunctioned with it, and they were sitting there at a fire, and just foam just pouring out of the back of the truck. The truck they had was a 2011 International Rosenbauer engine, needed repairs every other month, and ended up getting a loaner from New Jersey, which happened to be a 2001 Pierce Sabre. Everyone is happy now. Yeah. Well, I mean, Felton's is like a 2005 or something, I think. Here, let me look that up. Felton Fire Company. Oh, it had to say ice cream after it. It's just taunting me. They have some amazing ice cream. If you're ever in around Felton, Delaware on a Friday, Stop into the fire company. They have ice cream that's absolutely amazing. The banana, the banana pudding ice cream. Some of the best ice cream I've ever had. It doesn't tell me the year of it. Hold on. What's up, Steve? How you, man? Let's go to this website. This website will tell me if someone's put it in right. Felton Fire Company. They're... ...2009 Metro Star Rosenbauer. It's a combo Spartan and Rosenbauer. It's not bad looking, and they've had it since 2009. Use it quite often, I think. Where is Green? Oh, it's Sussex County. Hold on. Back, Sussex County. Greenwood. Greenwood. Yeah, 2014 Rosenbauer Commander. They've had it since 2014. Nothing still goes out everywhere. Banana pudding ice cream? That sounds kind of tasty. I'm not an ice cream guy. Alright? I don't eat much ice cream. And I know being a bigger guy, that's kind of like, people are probably like, huh, okay. But yeah, no, I don't eat much ice cream. So it's got to be really, really good. Oh my god. Did he just like, donkey punch his freaking microphone? But it's got to be really good for me to eat it. And I tried it when they had their end of summer bash. Oh my god. My wife got crap. I forgot what her flavor was. But it was actually pretty good too. I didn't like it as much as mine. Mine, though, like it tasted just like banana pudding, but in ice cream form. Was amazing. Had to do 50-50 tickets for the football game. What's a 50-50 ticket? You know they do Mexican fried ice cream? Do that with banana pudding ice cream? I bet it's a real deal. Wait. How do you fry ice cream? How's that a thing? Wouldn't it just melt? I'm curious now. Mexican fried ice cream. What the?
Evening.
Good evening, sir. How the hell does that work? I've literally never heard of it until now.
Fried ice cream is legit.
I've never heard of it until now.
So good.
But how's that work? How's it not just melt the ice cream?
I think it's like coated in something. Not like breadcrumbs, but like something that like actually fries.
Can you imagine if it was like funnel cake? You just dip it in funnel cake batter and drop it in the fryer.
It might be like that. That would make sense.
They coat it in like cornflakes. That's what Steve said.
Cornflakes. No, it's got to be something better than that. I like the funnel cake idea.
Sounds like something served at the state fair.
They should have fried ice cream at the state fair. Like, it's not... Pretty sure it's not like a delicacy. I have had it at a restaurant before, though. Like a fancier restaurant. But I've seen it advertised at our like local fair that's coming up soon.
Oh, I stopped going to the state fair because how expensive it got. Like, stupid expensive.
Well, yeah.
It cost $10 just to get in. And then, like, I remember, like, going there. As far back, like, as recent as when me and my wife got together, we used to go out there. And the roast beef sandwich, it's a local place that does an amazing roast beef sandwich. It was $8.50, and now they're up to like $14, $15, I think. I'm like,
Inflation, man.
it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Even Greenwood Fire Company, their chicken platters used to be $8. Now they're, I think, someone said they're $14 this year, and they don't give it any free sauce anymore. So they used to have it, like the real draw to Greenwood chicken is their sauce. It's I can't remember what all is exactly in it, but you get your chicken for, it was $8, now $14, but you get half of a chicken, a roll, a bag of chips, and pickles. So you get your chicken, and then you used to be able to take it off to a little table, and they have jugs of the sauce out, and you could just pour it over your chicken and go about your business. And then they start selling it, and a couple years after they start selling it, they stopped offering it for free, like, because apparently people were coming up there with like whole ass jugs and just pouring it in, like taking everything they had in their jugs, just pouring it in theirs. I was like, well, then just keep it at the counter. Especially when you have, so it's for the fire company. They get the chicken at a discount. So it's all raise funds for the fire company, and then I think some like half a year is for the fire company, the other half is for something else. But you could just like keep it there. I know it's to raise money, but your biggest competitor, who is next town over, is selling it for the same exact thing for cheaper, plus you get a free cup of sauce with every platter. So
I don't know, man.
They got hit hard with it.
COVID changed a lot of things.
That's the one thing they're blaming on is, oh, we couldn't do it because of COVID. I went up there during the whole COVID where you had to wear a mask and everything, and they still had the sauce out for you to squirt on there. It's just like a couple of years ago, you start charging for it, and you saw that people would buy it. So you're just kind of forcing everyone else who didn't buy it to buy it. I mean,
I would literally do the exact same thing.
Yeah, but you pissed off the people who
yeah, but you know what? They're still gonna go and get it, and the ones that don't, see you later.
A lot of people haven't. They've been hurting. To put it into perspective, they only sell it on Friday. No, they don't do Fridays. Saturdays and Sundays. And when I was a teenager, we would go down to go bowling down in Seaford, and we'd come back up about 10:30 in the morning, and they'd already been. There's days they were already sold out at 10:30. Yeah. This past season, they're posting on their Facebook at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Still have plenty of platters left. Come get it. It's like that's unheard of for them not to be sold out by 1 o'clock. So they're struggling.
I don't know. I don't think that's going to be like the driving factor as to why
you're underestimating.
If they're struggling financially, I don't think that's going to be I don't think it's going to be the driving factor. It's going to be more than just
they're struggling
for sauce.
They're struggling to sell. Well, no, it's a combination of them jacking the price. Because I mean, in the matter of.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like that's life post COVID. Like literally, I don't think I can get like a hamburger for like less than. I don't know, like if I want like a decent hamburger, it's like $20 now.
Good God.
Yeah. So like that's just before COVID. Like if you went to like the 99s or something like that, you can get like a good burger for like $12.
You can go to Five Guys and get a decent burger right now for $10. You're
hey, I don't really care for
you're
Five Guys.
What? Yeah. Five Guys is amazing, just overpriced.
Yeah. It is overpriced. It doesn't like. There's nothing special about a burger.
It's amazing.
Like, no matter where you go, there is a place in the town where I work that is a custom burger place. So their sole business model is
too heavy midnight.
Like there's
it's ridiculous.
4 different types of beef that you can use for your burger, varying in quality, and then they just list like probably 50 toppings ranging from you can get 24 karat gold cheese.
What?
Yeah, I got that because I was like, I need to. I need to see what this is all about. It's like gold leaf on it. It's pretty ballin'. But you can do like anything from like nacho cheese sauce to any topping you can think of or come up with, and then you can just there's categories. So like the base burgers like $10, and then if you like add like a meat topping, it's like $1. If you add like vegetable toppings, like 50 cents, and so on and so forth. But like the quality, you can get like a 100% like Wagyu ground beef patty. I'm like half pound if you want, and it's like that's worth a little bit more. Like if I'm paying $20 for a burger, like that's what I would expect.
How are you?
But here, if you go to like a pub or something like that, like a run-of-the-mill burger is like probably $17, and that used to be about $12 before COVID. And the problem's not that what they originally blamed it on, with like the cost of buying things being so expensive, or like the supply chain. It's because the people want more money to do the same job.
Yeah, it's unheard. My first job was
but we also dude, you're also
Oh
like
well, no,
in your mid 30s now.
yeah, but
as am I. So like
my
our
first
first job 15 years ago was in line with what it
no,
should be.
I'm just comparing what is back when we were getting our first jobs compared to what it is now. When I was 16, I got a job washing dishes at a steakhouse, and I made like $6.50 an hour, and I thought it was hot shit. My stepmom's grandson got his first job scooping ice cream, $15 an hour.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, but like, I mean, think about it though. Like, I mean, my first job, I mean, you can do $6.50 an hour, dude. I mean, we're close to the same age, so like, I had a paper route, but my first like official job, I was getting $6.25 an hour. But yeah, like having disposable income, like shit, like no allowance or anything. So, but also like things cost less. It's no different than, you know how like, I don't know, like your parents tell you stories about when they were a kid, and they're like, "Oh yeah, a candy bar used to be 5 cents," and you're like, "That's impossible because like a candy bar is $1." That's like how it is for us now. Like for our parents, I'm sure seeing when we were kids, seeing the same candy bar that was 5 cents to them costing $1 now, it's no different than us being like, "Oh yeah, our wages used to be like $6 an hour, and now it's 15."
Dude, I remember
It's like because everything is so freaking expensive. Everything's expensive.
that's because
Adjusting the labor, adjusting wages is not the solution.
Yeah,
at all.
That's what I don't understand.
the
Like, I
problem.
don't think these guys learn economics in high school. Like, you get
Well, they
paid
don't
more,
teach
your
economics in
bills
high
are
school.
gonna go up. They taught us in high school.
Oh shit! Well, you went to a different high school. Like if you went to like a standard public high school,
I went to a
they don't-
vocational school.
right? So they're gonna teach you more about that stuff than if you go to a public school. They don't teach that.
They don't teach economics in like high school at all.
Hell no! They teach you to pass. They teach you to pass our, like in Massachusetts we have MCAS, which is like standardized testing, which is a requirement for graduation. So they teach basically enough for you to take and pass the MCAS testing. There's no like. I mean, like we had vocational schools around, but those are private schools, and like our public school was always ranked in like the top 10 for public schools in the state. So there was no reason in our community to like go to the like any other school. But they only taught like your choices for
In Delaware?
like math related things is just ranged from algebra to geometry to pre-calc to calc, and then like one trigonometry class. That was it. There was no like financial management. Vocational schools are like teach you real world stuff, which is what you need. Like there should be a class on like how to do your taxes in high school, because as soon as you turn 18 and you go into the working world, like if you don't go to college, like you gotta pay taxes instantly.
Oh, I got the front tank. I couldn't tell you anymore. Like my
It's awful.
favorite pizza place is Piazza Mia in Camden, Delaware.
I only learned
really
like,
eat anything
financial
else these
management
days.
stuff because
Cafe Milano used to be my favorite, but that's
That's
long
what I did
gone.
in college.
Pizza King used to be
But-
good, but it went
Yeah.
downhill.
They completely goofed by trying to increase wages. Like
Yeah,
that
it's like
doesn't.
they didn't
that
understand.
makes inflation. That makes inflation worse because like people have more disposable income. So then the companies that are charging consumers understand that and can get away with charging more. And you're dealing with a generation. This is the first generation that has not like cut back on doing things. So like before, if things got too expensive or there was like, you know, a recession or something like that, it was like, okay, well, you know what? We're not going to go to Disney World this year because like it's too expensive, so we're just not doing it. Or like, you know, we used to go to this grocery store, but you know, it's too expensive, so we're gonna, you know, go to the other grocery store where things are a little bit cheaper and buy the store brand stuff. Like that doesn't happen anymore. People are like, this is the way that I was living, and I need to continue living this life, and my wages don't support it, therefore I demand more money in order to support it. But they're not willing to cut back on anything.
Well, here's what blows my mind. They bitch and complain that, you know, the wages are too low and they can't afford to live and all this other stuff. So they jack up the wages. Now they're trying to get it shortened from a 40-hour work week to a 32-hour work week because working 40 hours is too mentally stressful. I'm like, you're already bitching that you can't pay your bills, so they give you more money, which makes everything else go up. Now you want to work less hours a week. It's just
majority of the companies would still function to this. We've had this conversation. I am totally for a 4-day work week.
Yeah,
because there needs to be a work-life balance.
People who are bitching and complaining that they can't pay their bills are the same people arguing for a 32-hour work week. It's not like people like you're in favor of it, but you're not like trying to make it happen. The people who are out there complaining and everything are the ones.
Like, there are certain jobs that you got to work 5 days a week, like at least you have to, but depends on the industry that you're in, and the wrong industries are asking for shorter work weeks. And it's like, I get it, but at the same time, like, you can't get paid the same. Like, I don't know. I always go back to like the trash, like the waste disposal companies. It's like, imagine if they went to a 4-day work week. Imagine the impact.
Yeah, can you imagine? Can you imagine?
They can't afford that.
Steve just brought a pretty good point. He's got to work 5 days a week or else the students will fall behind. Can you imagine that? This is like, you come in on a random Wednesday. It's like, well, Mr. Smith's not going to be in today, so you guys just kind of do whatever you want.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For teaching, you mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, unless you change the whole school system to a 4-day school week. But then they're going to complain about the amount of homework because there's going to be like work that they have to do outside of class.
What I don't get is like,
I fully support a 4-day work week. Like,
you can get that like
for several reasons. One, because like I know that like my job essentially like I can do in about like 2 weeks per month. So there's a 50%, there's a 2.5-day work week right there for you. And like my company will do just fine without it, without me being there or me working. Like, they'll live.
Well, see, that there's places out there where like the Walmart warehouse here in Delaware, you work.
That needs to be all the time.
You work 4 hours a week, or you work 4 hours. Work 4 days a week, but you do 12-hour shifts, and you get paid for 60. So, I mean, I don't see where there's an issue with 4 days a week. Mm-hmm. But you'd have to work longer shifts. Like,
so what they're doing is
give and take.
So what they're doing, and I think there's some legislation either federally or just in Massachusetts, I don't remember, but they're fighting to change what qualifies as full time. Because full time's technically anything above 32 hours.
Technically, you have
if
to
you
be
were
over 32 hours on a consecutive basis.
Right.
Anything between 32 and 40 has defined here.
No, it's got to be more than it's got to be more than 32.
It's got anything between 32 and 40 on a consecutive basis. If you go like get 1 week of 32
Right, but I'm
hours,
saying
you're not considered full time.
if you work 32 hours, then you're not full time. But if you work 32 hours and 10 minutes, then you are.
No, it's it's a give and take. Like it has to be a like you have to be scheduled on a regular basis for over hours. Like there were weeks where I'd be scheduled for 34 hours and I'd still be part time. So it's anything between like you have to get 32 to 40 for full time, but you can go over the 32-hour mark just as long as it's not a consistent thing.
Where the companies are trying to like accommodate for this like 4-day work week is they're trying to change what qualifies as full-time versus part-time, because if you're part-time they don't have to pay benefits.
Yep. A lot of people are going
so they're adjusting
part-time.
it. So they're trying to adjust the hours that qualify for full-time to increase it a little bit to require people to work more, or if they're going to work the same 4 days a week at 8 hours, that'll become part-time and then you don't get benefits.
That's how they've combat the whole jacking up the minimum wage here. Everyone's just doing part-time. There's nobody hiring for full-time positions anymore. It's all strictly part-time.
Yeah.
It's like, are you guys you seeing what you're doing here?
Yep.
Now they don't have to give you benefits. Like
good. Yep. And then you're going to complain that you don't have benefits.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So I'm all for that. Like, good on you. Like, pass that shit. Make it so that it's like 34 hours qualifies as full time. And
screw that. Say 35 plus.
Yeah. Well, I mean, full time should be 40 hours.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It should be.
100%
Unless you're in an industry like nursing where like they do 3/12s or something like that, and that's 36 hours.
Yeah, but don't you get like
full-time.
paid for like a 40-hour work week in that situation?
No, you get paid for the hours that you work. Like you get paid for 36 hours.
Like the example I gave was the Walmart warehouse. They work 4 12-hour shifts, coming out to 48 hours, but they get paid for 60 because they work 12-hour shifts. So they just work 48 hours, get paid for 60.
Yeah. Oh shoot! Hang on. I'm gonna mute myself for a second.
No. Here comes the Mrs. PJs.
No. She's already back. But she's in a situation that she can't. The cat, for whatever reason, decides. Like usually, like if she has a blanket on, the cat will just like go and lay down on her because there's the blanket. But recently the cat's just been like climbing over across the coffee table onto the couch to lay down on me, and I'm just wearing a sweatshirt. Just like lays down on my chest and has been ignoring my wife for a while. And like I don't want that, because then like I can't move and I'm stuck there, and I hate that. But my wife loves it. But the cat, she sent me a picture. The cat is laying on her, and she's out of reach of the remotes to switch over to streaming something or to watch something. So I have to go and get her the remotes. But the problem is, like, if the cat wakes up and sees me, she's just gonna run. So alright, I'll be back in a minute.
Alright. What the heck? I'm gonna take that as a break to go get a drink. I'll be right back myself. And I'm back. Ed Mari with a bunch of emojis. Oh man. Whew. That was a little bit longer. I had to go take a pee break and yell at my wife break for not answering my messages. Wasn't actually yelling, okay? I just poked my head in the bedroom and said, "Do you know how I answer your messages?" She's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, I sent you messages and you didn't respond. Whew. Doo 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 doo. Got quiet. Back it up. More emojis. Was he really going to back up? Well, they have AI that can register. They can register that there's still more of the field back there. So instead of stopping and turning around, they just back all the way up. Like, they have the technology. Just do better. Game over. Blip, blip. Game over. Look at them nice straight lines. Well, okay, they're not really that straight. Look at them nice, neat lines, I should say. There you go. Boop. Ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. Hired help, man. They just... They don't know when to quit. Whip it. Friggin' trees! I'm about to murder all of them. Trees, that is. Just bringing the freaking grinder over here and just chopping them up into itty bitty pieces. Oh my god, I hate those things. I don't mind the big ones because like if I go over just a little bit, it doesn't matter. But these small things on the side of the field are the most annoying things of all time.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I totally called it. As soon as I showed my face at the bottom of the stairs, the cat just jumps off.
So you should just Snapchat or picture your face and then, you know, the cat would have jumped up and ran away.
Right? No. Ran towards me. That's the problem. Like, it just wants to be around me.
And just like, I didn't want you in the first place.
Well, that's the thing about cats. It's like they know. It's like they know. Like, for whatever reason, cats just like me. And I think it's just because they're like indifferent towards people. So if they can detect that like there's some kind of dislike or something towards it, like for whatever reason, it just like draws them to you. Like I've never liked cats. I grew up in a dog household. And I want a dog so badly. But I used to go over to my friend's house and his roommate had a cat. And I was like, I want nothing to do with this thing. His name was Elvis.
Uh-huh.
And we'd just be sitting there watching TV or like playing PlayStation or something like that. And then just like the cat would just come up and just jump, sit on my lap. And my friend was just like, dude, he never does that with me. Wants nothing to do with me. I'm like, it's because it knows that I hate it.
That's what shocked the hell out of my stepmom because
Oh
I
yeah,
was going over there and the cat hates everyone. The cat will not.
Right.
And then one day, just out of the blue, cat comes up to me and starts rubbing up against my leg, and I reach down, pet the cat, and my stepmom's like hitting my dad's like, "Oh my god, look!"
Oh, because you used to watch it, right?
Yeah, when they go on vacation, I stop it and feed it.
See, it's
even
just
then, like
enough.
Like I like when I go in, I try to talk to the cat. I'm like, "Hey, Willow, here to feed you." You know, I try to get it come out. Cat won't.
It's because you got to call it by something like our cat does have a name, but I don't think like in the past year or two, like I don't think I've used it unless I'm like actively yelling at her for something that she did. It's like the formal name, you know. But other than that, like it's just like every day is a new nickname for it. Which I feel badly because like cats do have like name recognition. And I feel like I'm just throwing a wrench in that. Because like her name's Dizzy. technically. But like I'll call her Meowbot 2.0 because she just meows all the time. And it's like a robot. So Meowbot. I call her Doodles.
You're just confusing the cat.
Yeah. Oh, everything.
So Jesse, how are you? The cat's gonna be like, what the fuck is my name?
Yeah. Call her Gatoncito. Or Gato Pequeño. Doodles. What else do I call her?
I'm pretty good, thanks for asking, sir. The cat's getting up there in age. They're for the past like 2 years they've been expecting the cat to die, and it's
How old is it?
Walking around. I think she said 16.
Jesus.
Yeah, and the cat's still like.
Oh no, I understand that. Cats can live to be like 20.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just
that's
unfortunate for me. I can't believe like my cat is 6, I think.
Jesus.
Like maybe. I mean, we've had her for a while now, and we got her when she was 2, and I think we've had her for like 4 years. So yeah, she's got to be 6. And I'm just like, and you know what? Like stress always has an impact on an animal's lifespan. And it's like this cat with her disability, like, doesn't know stress, like, has none. And I'm like, geez, this is gonna be the world's oldest cat. I guarantee it's gonna live to 25.
Oh, that's great. Well, so they adopted the cat, and they weren't quite sure of the age. So she said it might be older, but they've had her for at least 4. They've had her longer than me and my wife have been together. So it's been a while. But they're estimating around 16. But this cat is like stressed out by everything. Like, this cat hates thunderstorms. It scared the shit out of my dad because the cat likes to go and hide behind the toilet when it storms, and he went in there and take a piss one night in the middle of the night of a storm, and he flipped on the light, and that cat went at him, and he said, "Damn near pissed myself. Fuck, cat."
It's an interesting place to hide. My cat hides behind
I think it's because
shoe rack in my closet.
It's like the only room in the house that doesn't have a window. So they have like a half bath in their master bedroom.
Yeah.
And it's the only room I think that doesn't have a window. Because their main bathroom has a window, their bedroom has a window, both their spare rooms have windows.
Yeah.
Kitchen, all that have windows. So that's like the only room that doesn't have a window in the house.
That makes sense.
So that's probably why it chooses there.
Yeah, my cat's not that smart. It hides. Like we have a full bathroom that has no windows. Actually, both of our bathrooms don't have a window. And she and we keep the doors open because she has, like, they just kind of like gently swing shut if you don't have something propped against the door. And like, we've gone away for like a couple days, and she's ended up in the bathroom with the door closed before. So we always keep those propped open. But no, she ends up, if she gets really scared about something, she goes into like our bedroom, which has 2 big windows, and goes into the closet behind my shoe rack, or hides under the bed. And our bed has like the frame is like a foot off the ground, so it's not really hiding from shit. Like, but she's terrified of thunderstorms, and the problem with that is, like, me working from home today, like we had some nasty thunderstorms coming in like the early afternoon, and I just hear like the rumble of thunder, and I'm like, ah, shit. Like, this cat's gonna be absolutely terrified. So then I have to like go down and be like, yeah, no, it's okay, it's gonna be fine. Like, if I'm there, she doesn't have a problem with it. But if we're not there, like, she won't leave from like her designated area behind the shoe rack or under the bed for like hours after it's done. Like, she won't eat, she won't go to the bathroom, she won't do anything. So you kind of have to like be like, no, it's okay, it's okay. It's like legitimately like taking care of a child. Like, I've never done that, so I don't know, but man, the amount of time and effort and like thought that I have to put into like a freaking cat, like, it's gotta be similar.
Yeah. Except, kids grow out of that shit.
Yeah, I know. This cat, like, stuck with it 10 more years, at least.
Yeah. Well, their plan was they were going to get once the cat dies, like, they've been talking about this for years. Like, once the cat dies, they were going to get a basset hound because they both really like basset hounds. So that was their goal. Now the cats live so long, they're like, we're not even going to bother getting a dog after she dies because, the dog will outlive us and it'd be unfair that someone have to take the dog and all this.
Basset hounds don't live long.
She's like, they've decided what they're going to do is they're going to foster out. So they go to the...
That's a slippery slope, though. That's pretty tough.
Yeah.
That's like with a... I don't know, with like a foster parent or something like that. Like you get attached and then you got to give it up.
Well, pretty much what they said that they want to do is like give dogs that are too old, that are getting up there, and they're not going to be adapted. So
that's
basically,
super sad though.
Yeah, but that's
because you got to deal with all the medical stuff that goes along with it.
Well, no, they said that the place covers all the medical bills, so basically they've just given the dog a place to.
I know, but you
go away peacefully.
I know. Yeah, it's like dog hospice, but like, I couldn't do that.
Yeah,
I mean, I know that people do, but I couldn't
basically
do that.
What
that's so sad.
That's
like,
basically what my
even if you don't have to pay
now
for
with
it.
her parents. So
yeah, but even if you don't have to pay for it, like, you still have to watch the dog go through the process of it. You get attached, and like you have to be very comfortable with with death, I think, to be able to do that like successfully, because like more than a couple times, because like, man, dog dying is, put it this way, like, I've had extended family die, and I'm more upset when like the household dog.
Oh, I was more upset when
far more upset
when my
grandparents passed away. Like, I was like, well, okay, well, you know what, they're old, so that's gonna happen. And then, like, my childhood dog died, and I was down for months.
Yeah, I'm saying when my dad told me what happened to my dog, I was more upset than hell when my grandfather passed away. The only thing I was more upset about was when she was my mom's goddaughter. We were close friends when she passed away. That was the only time I was more upset. But everybody who's died, I was more upset about my dog. And I think it was mainly because of how it happened. Because it was literally like a month after I moved out. Like, my mom just let her out, decided to do her business, and just never let her in. And she ran off and died somewhere peacefully. And So
That's nice. I mean, at least they ran off and died peacefully.
yeah,
Yeah. One of my dogs, I
just
had
don't
to,
know like where she went. That's the problem.
well, one of my dogs had cancer, so we had to like it was a scheduled euthanasia in that like, there was only something like my parents did everything they could like financially to try to keep this dog alive, but there was no way to have him come back, and he was like 13, so there was like a scheduled appointment, so like and he couldn't walk anymore really, so we like put him in a stroller and took him on a last walk, then had to bring him down to the vet, and of course like the other dog that we had like had to involve him too, and it became a whole thing. It was god, it was terrible. And then the other dog, that one was more traumatic because he just dropped dead in the backyard for no reason.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah. Oh. God. And yet I still want a dog, but like those are what is it, like grandparents passed away, like I've had a couple friends pass away, I'm like, there's nothing worse.
Yeah, because I've had a couple friends pass away, but they were all druggies, and you're just like, God, I've seen that coming. Like,
yeah, and that's the thing is like with dogs, their lifespan's short. You know what you're getting into if you've had a dog before. I mean, you just continue to do it. Like I cannot wait to get a dog, fully knowing that it will traumatize me for the rest of my life.
yeah, but I mean, you get what, 10 good years with a
10 years,
buddy.
Yeah. Yep.
10
The way
good
you gotta
years
look at
of
it.
just coming home and just someone that's just they're excited to see you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, the way
you have your
way you got to think about it
spouses
is
and everything, but a dog is truly just
nothing.
always happy to see you. You're not gonna come through the door screwing something up and get yelled at. And the dog's just gonna be like, "Hey, buddy, how are you?"
Yep. Nothing better. Because the way you got to look at it is like that dog existed whether you were there or not. So if you gave it the best life possible, can't really ask for much more. Oh man, this is such a big field.
Yeah, and I was sitting here thinking because I'm kind of hooked on the older equipment right now. I kind of really want to just
old
do
tractor.
yeah. So they put out like in the past couple of months they have put
If
out
you do
like
a Farmall Cub, that would be freaking awesome.
Farmall what?
Let's see if I can find it. Pretty sure it's
But
Farmall.
they've put out like a bunch of like old like semi trucks that are like they have like old Chevy Bisons and stuff like that. And I was playing around with one because there's a pack that has like an old grain trailer, and then you can make the trucks like a grain truck and all that. And it's like I kind of really want to do that, but I don't think we can do it on this map with the fields being as big as they are. Like I could probably set up like a small like portion and just do it with that, but some of the fields you're gonna need the bigger equipment for. But yeah, do like old combines, old.
I mean, I'm totally down for that.
It's just I don't know.
This place is
plausible.
not the best for it. So yeah, that's a Farmall Cub that I just put in the owner room, and the one that I used to drive. So we used to have one that had like a it was actually like a manual mowing blade that we hooked onto the back. And this, mind you, this is for the DPW in my town.
You're still using that thing?
Yeah, it was a 1934. Yep. Let me see if I can find it. The exact one. Because it didn't really have like that super wide front wheelbase. It was a little bit narrower.
Oh, was it just like the two wheels on the front?
I
Like the
think
Brandon will be able to
so.
tell you if you post an admin.
It wasn't
in
that
here.
wide though. So it wasn't the narrow.
Huh?
Yeah, see, it wasn't the I know what you're talking about, like the two wheels like side by side.
Yeah, right. Just
It,
right
it
on the
wasn't
front end.
that narrow, but it wasn't as wide as like a regular car like it is. So it's gotta be like a. Actually, it might have been.
Did I hear my name?
Yeah.
Talking about a Farmall Cub. I said
Okay.
you'd probably be able to tell him what it is over me.
I used to drive one of those.
Yeah, he just drive one.
Oh, it's kind of like this.
I mean, I know what a Farmall Cup is. What's your question?
The one that we used at the DPW, like, didn't have the front tires weren't like the side by side.
Narrow
But
front end.
Yeah, but it also wasn't as wide as like the regular.
Like a wide front end.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm trying to. It was like an in between.
I know for some of the front ends they are adjustable to different widths. Could have been just pushed in.
Yeah, because it was halfway in between. So it was halfway between this. Oh crap! And I can't find a picture of the narrow one.
FS22 Farmall Cub.
Ah, never mind. I found it. Wait, no, I didn't. Well, between that one and the one that has like the narrow front wheelbase there, where the tires are like side by side.
So what? It was like what year?
I want to say it was in the 30s. But maybe it was like a. I'm checking years right now. in Google Images just to see. I think it's older than that.
Well, the link you shared says it was.
That's just Wikipedia. Yeah.
Oh,
So what about that
47
formal
to
cub?
79.
What'd you say?
So what about the actual formal cub then?
Oh, we were talking about doing farming sim with like older farming equipment, like some vintage
Didn't you
stuff.
just like try it like a while ago?
Yeah, and then Jackass ruined it because he wanted to go like big scale with everything. So I'm in my little John Deere combine that was half the size of his header, and he was just barreling through everything. I couldn't get anything done because he was just mowing it down. So
This
that
map
kinda
or a
got-
different map then?
Yeah,
I'm
we're
just
not gonna do
curious.
When we started Indiana, because when we started Indiana, I had old equipment, and like I would start a field by myself, and he's on the other end. And before I got like 6 rows in, he's already finished the rest of it because he's just
Well, if you're
barreled
talking
through
about
everything.
if you're talking about it now, are you going to do it again then?
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
thinking.
what we're
Because
just
they have,
talking about.
like, they put out all those old trucks, and they have even have an old grain trailer now. So I'm like,
Oh, here it is.
got me wanting to do it again, do it right.
Yeah, and I'm all for that. Here it is. I'm pretty sure this is
I got 2 questions for you two, since
50,
you guys
51.
played these games before.
Although it didn't have a padded seat.
I mean, it could have been an aftermarket thing. Would you guys play SnowRunner again, or no?
If we did it legitimately instead of having the mods that just allow you to barrel through everything, probably.
It's on sound. I was thinking about getting it, but if no one's going to play it again, I don't know if I will.
The downfall is I have it through, what's it, Epic or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only
Is it not
downfall. Is I'd have to
cross-platform?
reinstall that. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I see what-
cross-platform.
okay,
I just have to
I see.
reinstall Epic and everything. I haven't used anything on there for God knows how long.
Did you guys get into beta for Payday 3?
No, it's coming out in like 2 weeks though.
Well, somehow I got access to it for beta. And it just popped
here
up
we
on my
go.
thing.
Is it beta or is it playtest?
Beta. I don't know if you guys got it. Maybe we can do that tomorrow. Something different, but if not, then not.
Nope, I lied. That's not it. Delete.
Peggy 18.
Oh, join the
Copy.
beta now.
It's
It's 25 gigs, just letting you know.
Yeah, we can do the beta if that's.
this without the smokestack. Just that's the exact one without the smokestack.
Right there.
It's the
Or
same
the-
other
the
photos
smaller.
as the other ones. That's probably how long.
It's slightly different.
And
can
you were
tell
just
by
asking about the
headlights in the front.
wheelbase then?
Yeah, I thought it had a narrower wheelbase, but now that I think about it,
I mean, you can't go too narrow with a wide front
Probably.
end because you just have.
well, yeah, I
issues.
also drove that thing from our DPW warehouse to like the park, and that's like 3 miles, and I had to drive it on the road. So
Oh, I bet you had fun.
Installing Payday 3.
yeah. Oh wait, well shit, no.
Did
What
you
is
want to try that tomorrow then?
I'm down if PJs wants to do it.
How do I get it
And you just go to Payday 3
in the store?
store, and then at the bottom where all the purchases things it says play now. It's the play test.
Yeah.
Downloading. More about SnowRunner before the
West
sell
access.
ends.
Access granted. Welcome to the playtest.
Would you
No.
play through the end or no?
We never played through it to begin with.
I mean, you played the first map, and then
Not
you guys
really.
lost interest in it.
Yeah, because
No,
then we
I-
got all the
I
mods
agree
where
if
you
you-
barreled through it.
Yeah, I agree. If you have to actually like work through it with
Just a thought.
the in-game stuff, I'm down. I mean, like I already have the game, and I have it through Epic as well.
Yeah,
I think.
means I have to
SnowRunner?
reinstall. I have to remember my 1, 2, 3 PJs. Did you do that, or that was just
What?
randomly happened? The tag on this tractor says 1, 2, 3 PJs.
Oh, the one that I sent?
No, the blue tractor over here. What the
Oh,
cultivator?
that's my license plate.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you did that, if it was just randomly generated, or if that was you doing it, because that was, if it was randomly. that
No,
would've
no.
been
Anything
hilarious.
that has the license plate option, it automatically, for whatever reason, updates to 1, 2, 3 PJs, which is what I put in like the first vehicle I bought. It had a
Yeah,
license plate.
they all get the same one.
I don't want to get too personal, but I got a curiosity question here for Kitty Cat.
Oh yeah, bring it on.
Personal.
Without giving too much detail away, your last name has 2 E's, right?
In total,
There's no
Yes.
E's in pajamas.
that's true.
You know what I mean.
I don't know. Why are you asking?
Because I think I found a city down in Texas that's spelled the same as yours.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
I don't know why, but recently Facebook Marketplace has been just giving me ads all across the country, and it's kind of annoying. And I just happen to stumble apart one from that part of Texas. It's like I just gotta ask him to make sure, because it's like I'm pretty sure, but I want to make sure.
Yeah, I don't own it, but I do know because I believe there's a golf course there, and
Oh, of course
my-
you know there's a golf course there.
well, from my time I used to work for a golf company.
Is this the one you laid yourself off of, or is this
No,
before
this
that
is
decade?
this is prior to.
Prior to the laying offs.
Yeah, this is my first job out of college. I used to work for a footwear company that specialized in like fancy dress shoes and golf shoes. So I used to work with all of the golf course pro shops that would have our shoes in there. So I know all of the, well, not all, but I know most of the golf courses around the country.
Now, one more question about games, and we'll shut up for us.
Why? Enjoy your input.
I think it's called Starfield.
Pass.
New-
Hard pass.
Okay. Phoenix?
You know, a spacey guy.
It's like Starfield 2, I think. It's just what came out.
No, it's just Starfield that just come out.
Oh. Yeah, I was watching some gameplay of that. It's like, I don't know.
I haven't
Also,
heard
after
anything
watching all the
about
beta
it, to be
for-
honest.
I think I already told you.
To be honest with you, I didn't hear anything about it. I was more
All the
on.
beta for Skull and Bones. I'm totally out on that game.
Oh, you didn't like it?
Which
It
game?
is like you spend everything's in your ship. It's not like a GTA. It is like you're in your ship 99% of the time. The only
Well,
time you're not
yeah,
is
because you're a pirate.
for like the story-based stuff.
Have you played?
I mean,
I know.
Totally out on that.
I know it's sometime. Honestly, have you
Yeah, I
touched
was watching,
Railroads Online at all recently? Kitty Cat?
Some people play Starfield.
I didn't hear anything about
I don't know,
Starfield.
'cause
I
it's
was
from
more into
Bethesda Games, which did like all the Fallout stuff. So you'd think it'd be good.
Well, I was thinking because Imagine Dragons had a song in it, so it's like, okay, well, if they got into it, then it has to
y'all
be
hear me?
something. Yes,
Plus 60
Okay.
bucks.
70, yeah, 69.99.
I didn't hear
I'm
anything
still in
about
the middle of mine.
Starfield. It was Star Citizen I was more interested in.
Quote unquote free trial of WWE 2K23 because it's 50% off right now. So it's 30 bucks.
Oh. Are you pulling the trigger at 30 bucks?
Yeah, so far I'm not impressed.
Oh.
45 minutes in.
What are you not liking about it? Does PJ's not hear me?
Kitty cat.
Does he not hear any of us?
He's quiet right now, so.
Well, I was talking and he didn't acknowledge anything I was saying.
The wife or the cat might have showed up, so.
Yeah.
You good now, kitty cat? Well, is he cat?
I don't think he can hear us.
I think he's busy.
No, like we were talking and he just wasn't responding to anything we were saying. So I don't think he hears us right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was asking him about the game he was talking about, and he just didn't acknowledge any of it.
How much of your download is left?
Mine 69% done, so 70, 30% left.
Okay.
So the picture he shared, what is there a mod of that out, or like?
You watch the Farms and Mars a lot more than I do, so I have no idea.
Is there any like model number? Or is it just called Farmall Cub?
Farmer Cub is a model number.
So that is the actual.
Yes. There's probably narrow front ends, wide front ends, known that, but
All I'm seeing is a Farmall 3X0 series, Farmall MV, Farmall 460 to 560, Farmall regular, which is an old steel wheel tractor. That's all I'm seeing.
I don't know. I know there was a 706 and 806 a long time ago, but it was kind of shitty mods. No offense to the modder, but
Oh, that means I can bring back my Alice Charmers.
it would really be cool if I had a 2+2. Just saying.
It's a 2+2.
It's an international
4.
7488. It's an 88 series. International. It's the one that everyone hates, but some bitch, if I could own that bitch in real life, oh my god, I'll buy that bitch in a heartbeat.
Oh, Pace Day 3 beta is done and ready to play.
Unless you want to try something tonight, unless just wait until tomorrow.
Oh, wait till tomorrow. I'm not worried about doing it tonight. Now I know PJ's is fully on board with old school stuff.
Yep.
Oh, hey, he can hear us now.
Yeah, sorry, my headphones just like turned off for whatever reason.
Told you. I was telling Brad, I don't think he hears us, and he's like, "No, I think he's just busy."
Nope, couldn't hear anything.
Check in general.
What's the
Feenix.
problem?
Oh,
Oh, Tony gets it.
There wasn't one of those out.
There was.
I'm pretty sure I had one.
Okay.
What was it?
Yeah, you definitely did.
2+2.
Wasn't the Ford? It was. Yeah, I think you have one in this game. Hang on. Oh shit! No, no, no.
Yeah, apparently there's one out for all platforms. Oh,
Really? Okay.
let me see. Oh no, not for that one. Oh, international 2+2 series. Is that the same thing?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Because International bought out Farm All before this happened.
There you go.
The long. Pass. No.
Interesting. I don't know why, but I always did love that tractor.
Would that suit your fancy PJs?
Isn't that FS19?
No, it's 22. That's right from Giants themselves.
What Brandon's talking about?
No, I put it in owner admin room.
Yeah, I was looking at.
Because I don't know if there's an actual Cub. Yeah.
I mean, probably someone owns one out there for farm sim, but
Brandon, don't you like the 86 series or something?
I like the 56, 88s, or the 66s. I mean, I like them all, really.
Yeah, that's the pack I was looking at. The Farm All M, MD, and MV series.
Brandon,
I
we
never
do
heard
old
of-
school. Are you going to join us?
But they
I
also have
probably
this-
will. I just...
Oh wait, no, you're looking at the International Farm All, right?
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
What? I can give you a
Because-
history lesson if you just ask a question. What are you
No,
confused
Brad's
about?
a
Dude?
farm or fanboy over there.
A little. I don't know the
Yeah.
exact dates, but I can give you maybe I'll answer your question.
Because there's two mods that are using the same picture.
Is it the same modder or different modders?
I'm gonna look at that now.
Is it on Giants mod hub or are you on
Same
modhub.us?
web. No, same Farming Simulator
No.
22mods.com.
No.
That's not Giants.
That's not Giants.
It's
The
same
one I
picture, though.
yeah, because they take the ones off Giants and upload it there. But when you use those sites, usually people will like update them and just leave the older versions up as well. So you'll have multiple of the same mods listed. They're just updated versions.
So the website's just fs22.com.
Yeah, you just go farming. I think it's farming-simulator.com, and you click on mods, and that's all the ones that are on Giant's actual like approved page. Modhub.us is the other one I use, which you'll find stuff that's not for all platforms, but it's for PC.
How old are you thinking, just curiosity?
Oh, the International 86 series is kind of cool too. But
If you don't mind, send a link for that, please.
the 86 series?
It's on
Yeah.
Farming Simulator's actual website.
I'm on my phone right now, so I'm just scanning.
Copy that. Yeah. It's the International Farm Hall M. Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Like I said, I'll look for other things, but just in case, that's for sure.
What map are you thinking?
Yeah, it
just
depends on
curiosity?
I haven't really
Depends
got any map in mind. It's just I haven't really
Depends
looked.
on how old you want to go.
Well, it doesn't like it's not like a certain time frame. I'm thinking. I'm just thinking overall, just older equipment.
Can I just suggest one thing?
Oh Lord, here we go. Yeah, go for it.
Not super tiny fields, but also not astronomical fields.
No, it's not going to be like the field. For me, to switch a map, it's going to have to be smaller fields than what's on this, which is they're not gigantic. They're just
I mean, I don't want tiny fields I can do 5 in 5 minutes. I mean,
no.
that just drive me nuts because that's how it is around here.
They're not going to be like super small, but they're not going to be huge.
Uh-oh, JT's typing. Oh, boy.
I feel like
He's
Is he
found
in
a-
the
setting a
Rip your
year
new
for
one.
the equipment might be good.
uh,
'Cause I think it depends on what you think is old. Because I could be riding around in this like farm all cub, and then you're sitting in like an actual like enclosed tractor.
They really didn't start bringing the high horsepower until the 2000s, technically. So,
Right, but my point being, like, if you have a
my stuff is probably going to be
like
a mix
planter or
of
something like
like
that,
older
and
John
my
Deere.
tractor can't run it.
Oh no, that's most of my stuff's going to be probably like a mix of Alice Charmer stuff and like old John Deere's, which is all older stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think probably the newest thing I'll probably be using would be like a what's the one that Boss Man was obsessed with? Was the 4640 from John Deere? I don't remember. I don't know what exact year it is, but
I mean, I could have a farm off from 67 and still can run a 2000 year planter, so.
yeah, with implements
It's
it's going to be a little bit
horsepower.
more trickier because it's going to be less or harder to find. But I'll try my best to get Like I've already found some like older John Deere planters.
I know Case had a good air seed planter.
Yeah,
Back in the day.
well, that's the other thing. We'll actually have to use the different like seeders and planters because I don't think there's a multi-fruit older one out. And every time I've tried fooling around with it, I've always ended up breaking stuff. So
I mean, technically, what we use a drill for small seed, and then for soybeans and corn, we use a planter. So technically, we use two. So if it helps, we use a 7,000 or 72,000 John Deere planters.
let's see what I got. So like one of the John Deere tractors I'm looking at is a 1972. It's the 5020.
Oh.
So something like that.
So I can't have an electric truck, right?
Did they put that truck out for?
Not yet. It's still it's getting hauled to the show as we speak. So probably
I
next
saw
week.
It's out for ATS.
But
There's a mod for it in ATS.
on Steam,
Oh, I don't know on Steam. It was on modhub.us.
because I cannot wait for that truck to come out. Oh, it did come out for ATS. Oh, oh. Hell yeah. I want to play with a new truck.
Um. Guess we can see what mods are. Alice. Is the only one that's for. Jeez.
Anything else for tonight?
What do you mean?
So you're gonna do with like everything else, old school, like pickup trucks and haulers.
Well, let's see. I just looked at it.
Because for semis, I have a pretty specific one that I thought would be cool.
I'll be
I
happy
was
with
thinking
them.
that's gonna be like my main truck there. I'll probably keep the Peterbilts and stuff still in, especially like the Max, so you can get the older Max. But I really like that look there, and it's like you can have it as a semi, but you can also attach the AR beds to it. So
Oh,
Is there a
okay.
West? You guys don't have a Western Star, right?
there's a Western Star pack from the same guy that the Peterbilt pack.
Is it good, or you haven't tried?
It's good. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't use it.
Is it on Giants by chance, or is it a Facebook?
I think it's on Giants. And like that's what I'm taking for my main combine.
Oh. All right. So now, like, not super throwback here.
I mean, that's from 79 to 88.
I was like, yeah. I was
It's
looking
just
at
gonna
older
be-
shit.
I mean, it's going to be a hodgepodge of of stuff. I mean,
I was looking at like a
50s, 60s,
1948 Ford pickup.
I mean, if that's what you want.
So whenever I type Western Star in the Giants, it didn't show up with anything.
No, it's not on Giants Mod Hub. It's on modhub.us.
Oh. So do you need everything tonight then, by chance, or
Uh,
could it be tomorrow night?
no, I'm not going to do it this all night.
Okay.
I'll start working on it probably after tomorrow night.
Because I have an event to go to tomorrow morning, and I probably won't be on the computer until tomorrow night. So another thing. I don't know any of y'all care, but finding an engine is a pain in the ass.
How much of a pain in the ass is it?
It's hard to pick just one because it's like, well, do I want overkill? Do I want something just plug and play? Do I want to spend double the money, more horsepower, but more actual work has to be done? Spend less, or spend half, get plug and play. I mean,
Plug and play, always.
well, it's not. You can't be plug and play, but
It depends on how
It's-
much work you want to do. If you want,
because do I want true? Right now, the UTV is set up for true dual exhaust. The only way I can actually make that work if I get a 2-cylinder engine. But to use that 2-cylinder engine, it's double the money. But I have to drop the motor mounts down by an inch or two. Or do I want just a single exhaust, half price, and just wire it out to the two stacks?
I think it's
less horsepower.
Literally just matters as to like what you want. Like you were claiming that you wanted this thing to be as original as possible.
Well, I realize that bit me in the ass, so I can't.
So now you don't care.
Yeah, basically. But of course, I don't want to blow too much money on it because I got other shit I need to fix and other shit that needs done.
Then
So,
do it all.
do I just get a single cylinder engine with the same horsepower that it's had before, but it has less
hey.
cubic inch?
It literally depends on like what you want to do it? Like, what are you going to use it for?
That's what I
And-
don't know.
Well, if you don't know,
I mean, the
then-
differential can't hold a lot of weight. I mean, obviously.
If you don't know what you're going to do with it, that means that you're not actively using it. And at that point, like,
well,
who
yeah,
cares?
I can't use it because the engine got this ruined.
Yeah.
But if I get it
what are
running,
you
I
gonna
can use
what are you gonna use it for?
trail riding, visiting neighbors, moving stuff around.
So by that logic, like, does it matter whether you have like 1 cylinder or 2 cylinders?
Well, 5 horsepower is the difference of these two particular engines I'm looking at. But I live on a steep ass hill. I mean,
My philosophy over the past 5 years is like spend the money to do it right. And
that's a
you
problem. I
want
don't
to
know
do
which
it-
way is
if
right,
you-
though.
If you do the bigger, the 2 cylinder.
Yeah, that's $1,000 though.
What did I just say?
I know. I realize that. But for someone, if it does not work out, it's
Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it work out?
Because I'm the
Plus,
only
if you go to
idiot.
sell it someday,
only
like, that's
idiot.
going to be worth more than if you do a single cylinder.
I realize that. I'm the only idiot that's trying this path because other people have used. What's the car you
Well, my
used? Subaru.
suggestion would be just buy a new one.
Buy new what?
UTV.
20,000.
Buy a new used one.
5,000 parts. You can never buy a used
I mean, at the end of the
UTV.
day, like, you're going to be spending close to that to get this thing back up and running, so might as well.
I mean, I have the brakes fixed. I got the transmission.
Right,
It's
yeah, you
good.
put a shitload of work into it.
Only 40 bucks for the brakes off of some guy Facebook.
Yeah,
They
with
work.
questionable. Yeah, but it's all questionable work.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to pay $250 each caliber just for it to be a trial and error.
Well, if you wanted it to last a long time, you would.
I had no idea if the brakes would work or not for this design. These are not original brakes. These are some brakes from a Yamaha.
Why do you need like aftermarket brakes for something that?
Because you can't get
it's not a
original brakes.
fucking drag racer.
You can't get original brakes for this.
Yeah, but you can get something close to it.
No, you can't.
Shit.
The guy who used to reman the pads retired like 3 years ago. No one does this shit anymore.
God, it's a UTV. It's not a very complicated machine, dude.
It's very hard to find parts. They only make
It's
very
not
few of
hard to
these.
find. It's not hard to find. You can. I guarantee you, in like less than 10 minutes, I can find everything that you want. Of course, it's going to be a different path. Like, you pay for.
Okay, try to find a set of brake calibers for that. Mark IV hauler.
Just take some brake calipers, dude. Like, throw them in there.
I mean, yeah, I already did that. I bought Yamaha 450 quad brakes.
Okay, and then you need those replaced again?
No, they work.
Okay. So, I'm not going to look that up. Because that already works.
Right now, it's the engine is my biggest thing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at two particular, but
And, like, why would you get, like, a dinky-ass single-cylinder, like, what, like, 50 something cc engine on that? Get out of here.
it's a 16 horsepower single cylinder. It's a 459cc.
It's a 49 cc.
45.9. 459.
Tony, if you're listening, if you got any mod suggestions for like older mods,
I don't see why you wouldn't get the bigger engine.
Because that's a lot more fabrication. I
feel
would
free
have
to
to
let me
do.
know because I think we're doing this.
And double the money, which I can put that other half towards getting a clutch for the other one. Towards a golf cart.
Like,
Well,
you
now
trying
you're
to
talking
fix
about
up
a golf cart.
too?
Yeah, dude. So, like, get your priorities straight. Like, if this means so much to you and you want it to be like all tuned up and 100%, do the upgrades on it. Be done with it. If you're trying to like hodgepodge with other projects and stuff, you're gonna end up half-assing everything, and it's all gonna break down.
I know. That's why I'm trying to watch what I get because I mean I wanted to.
Spend the money. Spend the money on it. If you want this thing to last a long time, spend the money. Otherwise, you're going to half-ass everything, and none of it's going to turn out very well.
Yeah, you gotta prioritize. What do you want? Do you want the side-by-side work? Or you
Yeah.
want the golf cart work?
Speaking from
You
experience,
can't drive both
like,
at the same time. So
Well, I was hoping to get 4
And-
projects done this year.
okay, well then do them all 100%. Don't just half-ass 4 of them. Do one at a time, 100%.
I realize that.
Speaking from experience here, like if you go and buy the cheap stuff, it like the cheap stuff breaks, doesn't last as long. You end up having to like call customer service and like deal with all that nonsense and stuff. Like just get the nicer thing. I would say 100% of the time that I have had a decision of getting the nicer one and getting the cheaper one, and I go with the cheaper one for certain things, not everything.
get what you pay for.
Certain things. I end up being like, you know what? I should have just gotten the nicer one because this wouldn't have happened. And that's certain things that cost over like a certain dollar amount.
Okay, so I got a question for you.
Because like cheaper things, like I got a little sound bar thing here for my computer so I can listen to Harry Potter while I'm working. And there was like an expensive one for like $400. And I found one for like $30 and I got that one. And this thing's the shit. Love it. However, when it comes to like expensive things like furniture and stuff, like historically when I buy cheap furniture, I have problems with it after a certain amount of time. And when I buy nicer furniture, I don't have those problems.
Well, yeah, that's
And my time dealing with customer service and trying to replace stuff, like it's better to just buy the nicer thing.
because I was planning on calling Vengence and Stratton tomorrow, see what they got for an engine for pricing. But that's from close to 15, and do I really want to spend 15?
Would you say the price difference was for the engines?
The ones I'm looking at right now is a 13. Here, I'll just send the photos.
I'm just looking for cost.
Hold on. $380, $471.
Dude, that's less than $100. Go with the bigger one.
1,000. It's an admin, if you want to actually see it or not.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
But if I go with a cooler or a Briggs and Stratton, that's going to be close to 15 or more, sadly.
I'd do 1,000. I'd do the 1,000. But then at that point, like once you're putting in like your brakes and all that crap, $1,000 on the engine, all that stuff. Like, just get a new one. Get a new one.
New one or decent one around here is like 6 to 10, if lucky.
Or get a better used one. I mean, Jesus. You spend $1,000 more, but you don't have to deal with all this crap.
Well, I can't get this type of vehicle anymore, so it's kind of.
Well, that's
a
what I'm
mini truck.
saying. Is it's not a mini truck. You said it's a UTV.
I call it a mini truck.
You can call it whatever the fuck you want. You can call it a semi. But at the end of the day, like, it's not anything special unless you have sentimental value.
Yeah.
To right. So, again, I will say, just as I did last week, like, how important is this to you to keep it? If it's very important to you to keep it, you'll spend the money to keep it. But if it's not, and financially it makes more sense to get a new one, get a new one.
Yeah, it's definitely not
Or like new
financial a lot
used.
right now.
It sounds like it's a fucking money pit, dude. Like, how much does it mean to you, really?
Do you still use your Peloton bike?
Yep.
Well, same thing like that.
Not really. Not at all, actually.
You like
It's
your
not
Peloton
even-
bike? I like my little mini truck.
It's actually completely different.
Yeah, I gotta go with PJ. That's a terrible.
You don't have nothing
comparison.
sentimental, do you, around your
My
house?
Peloton's not even fucking sentimental.
What's sentimental around you? Anything
Nothing.
in particular?
Literally
Exactly.
nothing.
This is my little
It's all
pride and
material
joy.
possession. It's the only thing that I have that means anything to me is my
Maybe
family.
your computer. If that.
No, dude. If this thing fried the next day, I wouldn't care. I'd just get a new one.
See, that's where we are different.
I don't have feelings for my computer. Like, I'm not. If someone disses my computer, I'm not like offended.
Yo, your computer sucks.
Yeah, all right, fine. I'll get a new one. Well, yeah, there's nothing. So
I guess
look
that's
at
the
things.
difference
I look
between you and me.
I look at things completely different. Like, I look at it from a practical standpoint. Everything. Like, does it have function? Yes. Like, what's the cost associated with it? Can I get something better for less?
Around
And
my
that's it.
area?
It's
No.
it's purely financial, though. Like, why would you spend like $10,000 fixing up something that, like, according to you, like, you're not going to really use any differently than you would? Like, you're going to use it the same way, regardless of what it is. So, by that standard, like, why the hell would you spend a crap load of money fixing something up, making it nice, when for a cheaper price you can get something newer that will
If you
do
can
the
find a
exact same thing?
UTV that's decent around my area for more than under $1,000, let me know.
Yeah, but you're also you've also, like, let's say you get the $1,000 motor, like, you're more than $1,000 in already. So I guess my point is, like, assign a dollar amount to your
The cheapest UTV in my area is $5,000.
yeah, but assign a dollar amount to, like, your connection to this UTV. Like everything has a value. Everything has a dollar amount. You've watched American Pickers. You know that.
Some dollar amounts is higher than others. Depends on the
That's
person.
literally true.
To me, I would rather spend a little bit more, keep the original, keep.
Yeah, but how much more would you spend?
Well, I mean, compare to
'Cause,
5,000.
like, I could go find my like trashed 2005 Civic somewhere and take the frame of that and then build it piece by piece because it has sentimental value and spend $50,000 building that up.
Some people do. I'm not going to say I will do that, but
I'm just saying, like, yeah, because for some people it's more important
to others.
and others. So, like, but assign a dollar, like, there has to be a cutoff point.
Yes.
Like, assign a dollar amount to it.
I mean,
How much you're willing to spend on this thing, because
I mean, this is
nobody can help you out until you
this
decide
is
how much
part.
you're willing to spend. No, but it's the most important part is the engine. It's literally the heart of this thing. So, like, if you really care about bringing this thing back to life, like, why wouldn't you spend the money on it?
Yeah. But if I keep the same horsepower level, it'd be half. Do I really need 5 extra horsepower, though? That's what I gotta figure out.
Well, it sounds like you gotta go up hills and shit. And, like, if you had...
You've been to Pennsylvania. You know how
if you had,
fucking hill it is.
Mm-hmm. So why wouldn't you?
Just
and
because
also,
of all
if,
the work I have to do.
Also,
to
if it has sentimental value to you and you don't really have a price point as to how much you want to spend, why wouldn't you do that?
Because I don't know if it will actually work with all the work I have to do to make it fit. That's what I gotta figure out. Would it be worth the time and effort?
Yeah, but you still haven't. Yeah, but you still haven't defined worth.
I mean, would it be worth the time and effort?
Yes, but apparently to you, because it has sentimental value, anything should be worth it. Because you haven't said that there's a certain dollar amount or a certain value that you would not do that or not see this through.
I mean, obviously, I ain't gonna spend $2,000 on an engine. That's just stupid.
Nobody's saying $2,000.
Well, you said a limit, so
but you haven't even you haven't even assigned a value to it, like how much it's worth. So that's what I'm saying. Is like you can't.
I don't know what's out there. These are just the 3 engines.
Arbitrarily assigning values to.
I just look at 3 engines today. I don't even know what else is out there. That's why I haven't put a limit on.
No, I'm not talking about other things. I'm talking about the things that you have currently showed us. Like you haven't assigned. Like what's worth it, what isn't, because you can't.
Because I don't know yet.
Right.
Who knows? I might only put the 16 horsepower because that's all I need. But I won't know until I actually dig into it because no one else is doing this.
You're missing the point he's trying to tell you. He's trying to tell you before you go into looking at it, get a price in mind that you're willing to spend on it.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
budget yourself that way. Well, you got
right,
1200, start there, and then budget the parts you need from there.
Yeah. Thank you, Phoenix. Like, figure out how much this thing's worth to you. And then if it's not worth as much, then fucking sell it and buy a used one. But everything has dollar amount attached to it. All physical possessions have a dollar amount, whether it's like legitimate value or because there's sentimental value on top of that, like that dollar amount increases, but everything's for sale. So if you have no plans on selling this thing ever, which it sounds like you don't, like how much are you willing to spend on it?
Enough to make it run, but not to make it a gold penny.
If you're just trying to get it
Those are
running, go
literally
cheap for everything.
subjective, the most subjective things I've heard
I know.
for assessing a value. All right, well,
I just
then
like rattling your cage, then.
yeah, well, then you're on your own. I was trying to help you out.
I realize that. I mean, I already know I'm not going to spend well over 15. I mean,
Well, you'll
Obviously,
figure it
that's-
out, and then you're gonna end up with like a fucking go-kart.
I mean, technically, it's a good car frame. It's a kit car. I mean, technically.
If it's a UTV, it's not a go-kart frame.
Some states you can register it as a go kart. Depends on the state. Just saying, people have done it before.
I can,
In certain
I can
states, you
hear
can.
the rage building in Pete.
Just like no, because if it's under a certain horsepower, that's what designates it as a vehicle. Yeah. Okay. Lose my shit. How about the Chiefs losing to the Lions? Ooh,
It's okay. He's not
How-
here.
how embarrassing.
That was pretty embarrassing.
I mean, I didn't get to watch the game at all, but you know what? Everyone's been saying that the Lions are not contenders this year, which, you know, I do agree with, but, you know, they had a good second half of the year last year. But, I mean, it really shows you how important Travis Kelce is to that offense, and Patrick Mahomes, Sideshow Bob, really depends on him. Like, they can't win without him. It's great. Like, I don't think the Lions are contenders for anything. I don't. Not with Jared Goff as your quarterback. But that was something. Gave me hope in my fantasy football league this year. Because one of my friends has, like, literally the entire offense for Kansas City, which is what I had last year. And I got screwed because of what's his name? The Buffalo Bills that decided to have a whole cardiac thing, and they canceled the game. Tamar Hamlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, ended up being fine, but they canceled the game. Well, that cost me $500.
Yikes.
Yeah, because that was one of our playoff games for fantasy, and because it ended as like inconclusive, I had like Stephon Diggs on my team, so he didn't even get to finish the game, and that was the difference maker. So I placed a bet because gambling is legal in Massachusetts now. I found a prop bet of how many games are going to be canceled due to injury. And the line is 3 for the entire year. Can you believe that? 3. They already canceled or ended 2 preseason games due to injury. So I took the over on that.
I gotta go to an event so you don't have fun.
What did he say?
I don't know. He has to go to an event.
Okay.
I don't know. I was gonna lose my shit. I don't even care about football this year.
I haven't actively kept up with it in years. Like I just.
Oh, you know, Aaron Rodgers is on the New York Jets now.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, that's about all you need to know.
Butt fumble.
Well, that's Mark Sanchez.
That's any quarterback for the Jets.
True.
Woo! Oh, is my hired help that he is? Okay. It's kind of sad that I'm kind of hoping for the Ravens to just blow it this year, just so everybody can stop talking about how great of a quarterback Lamar Jackson is. He's not that good. I kind of hope he fails.
Agreed. Especially because, like, what kind of person just... I mean, it's actually something I would do, but, like, what kind of person just, like, decides that they're going to be their own agent and represent themselves for a deal? Then shops himself around as literally the most expensive quarterback because he wanted, like, what, like 10 years, $450 million, something like that. It's like,
Hard no.
yeah, you have not, like, first of all, you're a scrambling quarterback, like a running quarterback, and yeah, like, you weigh more than most of the other ones in the past, but, like, there has not been a successful running quarterback in this league in so long. Everyone gets hurt. Last person that was like a big deal was, like, remember RG3?
Mm-hmm. Oh, he played for the Ravens recently.
Yeah, what happened? Yeah, what happened to him?
That's the thing. all these scrambling
He got hurt.
quarterbacks, like
They all get hurt.
they're hot for a couple of years, and then
Yep.
they ain't
Yeah,
shit.
no one wants to sign a 10-year contract with you, buddy.
That's why
It's like you're probably like you are going to get hurt. It's just a matter of when.
that's why no one wanted to sign Kaepernick, because he was hot for like 1.5
Well,
years.
that's not why. I mean,
Pretty much. It's why.
there's other things. No,
It's not because
no.
of his race. Like,
no, dude had a cannon too. Like he could throw the ball down the field. Like he could do like 60-yard darts. I always thought he was a great quarterback.
He was good for 1.5 years, and then he just fizzled out. He wasn't doing shit.
He didn't fizzle out.
He did.
He kneeled for the national anthem, Feenix.
No, he fizzled out, dude. He was not as good. It was before all that. Like, that was all for attention. Like, everything he's done has been for attention, and
No,
he can't
because
back
he
it up
was-
because he's
he
not
was
as
with
good as
Alec-
he used to be.
No, because he was with what was it, Alex Smith when he was the quarterback for the Niners, and then
Yeah, and then they replaced they benched Alex Smith for him, and like, he was scrambling and all
he
that.
did well. Like,
And
dude, he made it
did
to the
really
Super
good.
Bowl.
Yeah, he did really good. And then after the what did he do after the Super Bowl? Absolutely nothing.
Started kneeling for the national anthem. That's what he did. No, I that's
What, it hurt his knees, so he couldn't run
promise
anymore?
you. No, that's what he did, and nobody wanted to touch him.
He wasn't as
He
good.
was.
He wasn't
was.
as no, he really wasn't. I think it's the whole kneeling for the national anthem is just beyond stupid, because you live in a country that has afforded you the freedom to do the
Yeah, but that's
make
what
millions
did.
for playing a freaking game. You have no
Yeah,
right to
not the
preach
NFL,
to anyone. So sit down, shut up.
Not the NFL.
And so Colin
NFL's a
Kaepernick did
money-making
absolutely nothing. Like, I don't care if you knelt or not.
NFL's a
do
money-making business. I mean, as soon as you don't kneel, I mean, they spend millions on people to come in and do the national anthem. So to
Just like
disrespect,
he had a contract for the Ravens, and he wasn't going the way he wanted. And then his freaking girlfriend posted the meme of Steve Buscemi being like a slave owner to Ray Lewis, while Ray Lewis and Steve Buscemi are sitting in there working on his contract, and they pulled the plug.
right?
Fucking idiot. Absolutely.
I mean,
I'm glad he did, because I don't want him in Baltimore. He's a negative attraction. Like,
Well,
that's another reason why nobody wants him, because he
we
acts
got
like a
Colin
damn
Kaepernick.
fool, and
Yeah,
no
but
one
if
wants
they got
that
Colin
negative
Kaepernick,
attention on him.
They wouldn't have gotten.
He's not worth the media frenzy to sign him.
Listen, the only reason the
Max P,
Patriots
how you-
are not signing him is purely because of the politics
No, he's not worth. He's
around
not
him. Like,
worth
so taboo.
the negative
That
attention.
would- I know, but like, there are so many teams that don't care about that should pick that up. Like, I always pictured like Jacksonville. Like, I thought that'd be a good place for him. Like, he can just pick up, or like,
That's how bad it is.
New Orleans,
The
or New
owner,
Orleans.
the owner is on coke. It's just like coked up every day, and it's like, yeah, nah, hard pass.
yeah, even like New Orleans though, that'd be a great place for him, because. Yeah, I mean, Breeze was a scrambling quarterback, kind of. He wasn't really a pocket quarterback. But then, what do they have? Like, Winston was their quarterback last year.
Oh, I couldn't tell you who after Breeze. I couldn't tell you who started for him.
I think it was
Knox,
Jameis.
is that how it's pronounced?
Jameis Winston was the quarterback.
Oh, that guy.
And then-
the guy that stole
yeah.
crabs.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And it's like, all right. Well, I think you'd be okay down there, or even like Atlanta. Good place for him to fall in. Like, they desperately need quarterbacks, and they're going off of, like, backup quarterbacks. I don't know. The fact that nobody is taking him up, I'm like, there's got to be something else going on.
He's not that good.
He's not that bad.
He's not that good.
No, but think about all of the really bad quarterbacks that continuously get chances. Jay Cutler, great example.
That dude. You got me there because I don't know how.
Dude had so many chances. Like, he proved that he blew ass. And then just continued to get jobs. Matty Ice had some chances. Blew that. Carson Wentz. I mean, like, the list goes on. There are so many quarterbacks that have done dog shit in this league that continue to get chances, and it's like, you'd rather take your chances on one of these guys than pick Colin Kaepernick. Like, really? So there has to be something else that's going on that we don't know.
He's a disaster. Like, he is a PR disaster. That is 100% why
I know.
certain people who are just lay fucking low and do absolutely nothing make it over him.
I know.
Same with Terrell Owens. Like, Terrell Owens was an amazing wide receiver.
Antonio Brown.
PR nightmare. Antonio Brown is another. You gotta
Gordon.
Play on the team. You have to be no matter how good you think you are, how great you might be. You still have to be coachable. If you can't be coachable, Ocho Cinco, yeah, amazing. PR disaster.
Gordon, the wide receiver, pass at him for a while. He just couldn't stay clean. I know. Yeah, there's so many. Jeff Gordon. No.
Jeff Gordon?
What's his name? No. What's his name? Josh Gordon. He was on the Browns originally and was like super good, and he got suspended for drugs and stuff, and then Patriots picked him up. And his ability to play was based on if he tested negative for drugs that week.
Oh, he used to be for the play on the Browns, didn't he?
Browns, yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, another PR nightmare. Like, honestly, at this point, I'd rather have Colin Kaepernick as the quarterback for the Patriots than Mac Jones. But Mac Jones is a freaking joke. And he's done nothing. He's done absolutely nothing. It's terrible. they decided to get rid of Bailey Zappi, which during one of our home games when Mac Jones was sucking ass, the entire crowd started chanting Zappi. The backup quarterback. The only funny thing is they got rid of him and then they kept a quarterback on the roster that apparently like beat up Ray Bork's kid at some point. So yeah. Wow, what's his name? It's not Malik Cunningham. It's Matt Corral. Oh no, what was it called? No. I don't know if it's Malik Cunningham or Matt Corral. One, I don't know. One of them beat up Ray Bork's kid. It's a big deal up in these parts.
Have you seen the clip of the Baltimore Orioles commentator doing the Tom DeLonge impression?
Yeah.
Where are you?
The Orioles, I think it was like the radio or local TV announcer guy. He got in some kind of trouble recently.
Oh, yeah, because they suspended him because he was bringing up how they've struggled against a certain team in the past or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, really? And, like, everybody come out. I don't know if he ever got reinstated or what, but they suspended him because
Pretty sure he did because like the world came out and supported
everything. I haven't kept baseball in years. I didn't even know that the Orioles were doing as good as they were this year. And then I just had like freaking things popping up like crazy about this guy, and
they ain't doing too bad.
No,
I'm pretty sure they're leading the division.
Yeah, they're top in the top of the league right now. I think there's only one team that's got more wins than them. I think Atlanta. I think it was. I haven't kept up with baseball. I love playing baseball. Baseball is probably one of my favorite sports to play. It is the most boring sport to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't. Other than golf, I don't know like anything else.
Tennis.
I'd less like to watch on TV.
Tennis.
I don't mind tennis actually. I really love playing tennis.
Wow.
I should say.
Well, yeah, have you watched the U.S. Open at all?
Okay, I get your point. It's just
I was watching one guy because it was one morning I had like absolutely nothing going on. So I saw on ESPN that the U.S. Open was going on for like 7 hours. I was like, ah, shit, well, might as well just like check this out. And there was some guy from Spain, and he was like the poor ball boys in these tennis matches where they like sprint out, grab a ball, go back, and then immediately go into like rigorous like standing position. Oh, this kid would give the guy 4 balls. He'd take the 4 balls, look at them. He'd bounce one back in the general area of the kid, and then the second one he would just like bounce off to the side, and the kid had to like go get both of them. It's like, oh my god, this kid. I felt bad for him, but dude, tennis is so boring.
Oh, I love playing tennis.
Like soccer's way better.
Of course, I never played it. Oh, I hate soccer.
You'd rather watch on TV tennis than soccer.
Yeah, because I understand it more. Because I've never cared to get into soccer at all. See, I actually I never played in like for high. We had a tennis team in high school. I never played for them. But when we used to have like free time in gym, that's what we would always go do. Me and a couple of guys that were on the tennis team, we'd go out and play tennis on the tennis courts.
Yeah,
And I love playing it. But I can't say I like
watching.
actively watch it. But I still would rather watch tennis over soccer because I have no interest at all in soccer. I've never been interested in it.
It depends. They started doing the the Premier League on some of the main channels.
Well, I even try to watch
that's like Saturday mornings, so that's kind of tough.
Well, I even tried to watch
Saturday nights.
Ryan Reynolds thing that you talked about. I couldn't even get into it because it's all about soccer, and I cared nothing about soccer.
Well, yeah.
I'm guessing there's a clip from the Ted Lasso where he's on.
Oh, my wife's watching Ted Lasso right now. Well, I suggested it, so I'm watching it again. And my wife is a tough customer when it comes to shows to stream. She is obsessed with Ted Lasso. Like, she comes home from work. She's like, "Oh, we're watching Ted Lasso tonight?" It's one of the first things that she says. Amazing show. Amazing show.
I haven't watched it. I come across a TikTok where he's on like a news channel or something, and he like points to the thing. He's like, "Live," and she goes, "That says live."
No, I don't remember that. But that actually, got me back into playing FIFA recently. And then if you have FIFA 23, you can actually play as Richmond, AFC Richmond, with all the players from Ted Lasso, which is pretty cool. I don't have the game, but
I know it's like one of the most popular games, but I have never played
you don't play
a
FIFA?
second of FIFA.
No, FIFA's great.
I have no interest in soccer.
I actually ended up playing that instead of last night. Instead of streaming, I just ended up playing FIFA.
Yeah, my wife was like, because I had been up since 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was on the go all day. Like I couldn't. I was sitting back here at my desk. I was like doing the whole nodding off thing, and like I barely caught myself from slamming my head into the
classic. Go to bed.
Yeah, she was telling me that since like she got off work. She was just like, go lay down. You're not gonna make it tonight to stream at PJ's if you don't go lay down. I was like, no, I'm good. I was like, I gotta get up early again tomorrow. Like I'm good. I got this. And then at like between 6:30 and 7, I was just constantly nodding off. And the last straw was I barely caught myself before my head slammed into the keyboards. I was like, all right, it's time. And I went upstairs at 7 o'clock. And when you said what you did, she's like, I was half tempted to just tell him that you zonked out early, but she goes, I didn't want to sound dumb. So
well, it's funny because I saw that you weren't online or like available in Discord, and like normally like between 8:30 and 9, like you're at least on there in some capacity, whether like idle or on. And then 9 o'clock hit and you still weren't. So I started typing because I was doing my own thing, and then I saw that your wife had signed in on mobile, and I was like, "Oh, maybe she's gonna relay a message." And she signed off, and I was like, "Oh, maybe not, maybe not."
she was going to. She's like, I didn't want to sound dumb, so she said.
Yeah. And then I think at like 9:30, whenever I messaged you, I think it was probably closer to 10.
I was out.
Yeah, 9:30. I was like, yeah, not gonna happen. And then you didn't sign in to see it. I saw that your wife had come in there to look. Yeah, I was like, oh, all right.
You haven't done any swapping on American calls? But swapping.
He now knows.
Yeah.
I was like, if Mrs. Fifi is signing in and checking it, she'll relay that info.
Yeah, I was zonked at. I went upstairs right at 7, and she sent me a message at 7:02, and I didn't even get it. I slept right until 5 o'clock this morning. I was gone.
Sounds so nice.
Oh, and then I
last
got
night
tomorrow again. Well, no, I have to get up till like 7 tomorrow.
Last night I thought I was gonna go to bed as early as possible.
I haven't done that at all.
1 o'clock in the morning, and just sleeping in. Till 8. Oh, so nice.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock bullshit. It's getting old already. You just started.
Yeah, 'cause you gotta go to bed at like what, 9 o'clock to get.
Yeah, like if you get full
8
8 hours.
hours?
I never get full 8 hours during the week. That's
Dude,
why
I can't tell you
crash.
the last time I had 8 hours of sleep.
I couldn't tell you the last time I had it before last night. That's why, I was getting. I think the night before I was up until like 1 o'clock and was back up at 5. So I was dead to the world yesterday. And then again, I had to get up at 5 again this morning. Tomorrow I don't have to get up till later, but I gotta get up. I gotta run her to work because I need the car to run down to Greenwood because they're having a celebration for their 100th year as a fire company down there. So I'm head down there and see if I can get some pictures of stuff.
Hmm.
Have a good night, Dayton. Yeah, they were trying to get other fire companies involved, so I'm hoping there's a mix of stuff, and especially if Bridgeville's involved, because I don't think I've ever gotten any pictures of Bridgeville, so that'd be cool. They're so close. They share a school district. That's why I'm hoping they're involved, because literally the school for both of them is called Bridgeville, or Woodbridge, Greenwood, Bridgeville. So you got Woodbridge.
All right. Well, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, our two towns had a regional high school.
Oh, it's the whole school district, not just the high
Yeah.
school. Whole school
No,
district.
yeah, same thing. Oh, you gotta create an account here?
Okay, account for what? So
I'm just looking at the Payday 3.
Oh. Is that the same account from Payday 2?
I have no clue. I tried to do the same when I was doing the WWE, and I tried to use my NBA, like the 2K account, and it didn't.
Oh, are you going to pull the trigger at $30? I asked you that when you
I
here.
Yeah, I already did.
Oh, you pulled the trigger?
Yeah, fuck
Or,
yeah.
okay, so are you going to keep it? That's the question.
I don't know. So I have 45 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten far enough to know, so I'm like, I consider it just a free trial.
Yeah.
Right now. So I got to create a player or something like that, and they actually have like 2 different story modes for this game.
Mm-hmm. One female, one male.
I don't know if it's one female or one male.
Yeah,
I think
if you choose the
one where your aunt is.
yeah, that's a female storyline, and then the lock is the.
Oh, I had picked the lock. I don't know. So I did the
I picked
tutorial.
the other one first because I was like, oh yeah, no, I definitely want to be related to the superstar, and you're a female.
I did the tutorial, and like for the combos, the one where you have to like push the like directional stick or whatever away and then do the combo, I couldn't do. It just wouldn't let me. So I spent like 20 minutes on that. And yeah, I was like 45 minutes in, and I was like, I don't know, but if that's something that you're interested in for $30, I'll definitely keep it.
I have to ask the wife.
But I have it for now with 45 minutes, and I got it
Yeah.
yesterday. So
You have to decide if you want to keep it or not, and then let me know. So I won't. I don't mind it. And I get in more into it for like the creation stuff, like the creation community.
like create a
They have
superstar.
some like, awesome. Like if you go to the downloads, they got like pretty much any wrestler you can think of you can download. And then they have just the weird shit like the Grinch and shit like that you can do as well.
See, that's not what I'm about. I'm more about like creating a person myself and then going from there. So I don't know. I mean, I'll do a.
Because I was holding out in hopes that the AEW game was better, which I feel like it's a better like game overall because it has not only does it have the wrestling side of things, but it has like party games in it too. So like they have a bunch of different mini games involved in it, but the wrestling side of it just sucks. I tried it out. I was like, yeah, no, thank you. It's cartoony. It's just straight up like it's kind of like how the WWE games and WCW games were on the Nintendo 64. Just
Yeah.
imagine it modernized, but it's so cheesy. Like I prefer the simulation stuff
Oh, if I can
over
be
the
Stone Cold Steve
arcadey stuff.
Austin. You have to purchase Stone Cold Steve Austin? What?
Probably. What's up, Sean? How are you, man? How much
Okay, I
is
can
it?
be The Rock, though.
Wait for it.
Nope.
You gotta purchase the
$8,000.
rock.
Yep. Apparently.
So they put the regular edition and the Icon edition on sale, 50% off, but not the deluxe edition. And the season pass isn't even on sale. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, they have Rey Mysterio Jr. Killed a guy. That's the other problem, or I guess the only problem I have with this is I don't really know. Like, I stopped watching in, like, 2003. So, I don't know these people.
I keep up with it. I know most of them.
Well, yeah, Logan Paul. Yeah, we're going to fight him.
That guy, he's getting trolled hard about his girlfriend. Like, his girlfriend's like some like D-list model, and she posted a picture with LeBron James, and he's going around telling everybody, "Oh yeah, LeBron James asked my girlfriend to take a picture with him because he's a huge fan of hers." And it's like, do you honestly believe that? Do you honestly believe that he asked her for a picture? It's the other way around, my guy. But like he's supposed to be fighting some dude, and this dude has just posted all kinds of pictures and stuff of her with like other celebrities while they're supposed to be dating, like other celebrity men. And like he posted, like he tweeted out that, or excuse me, he X'd out, whatever you're supposed to call it now, that he was just watched like 20 dudes walk into her room at backstage or something like that. Like, he's been fucking with Logan Paul so hard about this girl. And then everybody else picked up on it. Was like, you don't want to end up like Logan Paul and dating a girl who just gives it away to anybody. Can I join? You'd have to download the mods, but there's really no point, because I'm going to end the stream in about 15 minutes, and then we're switching up mods next week. We're doing a new mod pack. Probably just, since everybody else has left, I should probably just kind of look at maps that I've downloaded to see if there's anything worthwhile for the last 15 minutes. My games, 22 mods, downloads. Put those in there. Okay. Mostly Glenn. I just went through and cleaned out my mods folder too, and now I'm just piling it full of other stuff. I don't know why I do this to myself. Sorry, I'm just adding mods. I downloaded it while I was streaming into. Skip that. Edison truck. Delete that. My computer probably hates me. It's like, dude, you just got rid of a bunch of these mods. Why are you putting them back over here? And I'm just like, shut up and take it, bish. Okay. Skip that. And then farm some 22. So is the rescue truck coming along? What risk? Oh, Featherville rescue truck. I haven't worked on it at all. I've got kind of distracted by working on another truck, which now I assume I'm not allowed to show off, which kind of sucks because I put a lot of work into it. I think I want to try out Spruce Mountain. I'm going to check that out first. But I started working on a new fire department that is inspired by my dad. The town where he used to live down in Georgia, I took their skin. The name is associated with him, and even the numbers associate with him. So it's three things, and like I based off one. Some dude sent me this mod that supposedly was leaked, and then the people who did it or whatever are really upset and all this other stuff. So I guess I'm not allowed to show it off anymore. Because I think I posted it over in Jesse's Discord, and I think I got them in some hot water because I have it. Because they're blaming them for leaking it. I don't know. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks a lot. It's like, I didn't know that it was a leaked mod. Like, no one, like the guy who said it to me, he was. I'll give say that the guy who sent it to me was a bit fishy. Like, I don't even think the guy has his account anymore. Like, I think he deleted his account. But he was a bit, yeah, deleted user. He was a bit fishy. But yeah, no, the guy is not even, he's not even like, how was I supposed to know? Like, you know, I just want to see if I can. That's the thing. I don't know why someone would be upset with me. I didn't leak it, and I don't plan on putting it out there, so I don't understand why people would be upset with me about it. You know, I had no parts in leaking it. It's not like I'm gonna send it. I don't release anything, so it's not like they have to worry about me putting it out there. But yeah, no, some people were upset, so they asked me. They generally asked anyone who had the mod to not, like, they didn't specify me, but they asked anyone who had it to not share pictures of it because the people are blaming them. It's just like, you know, stop being buttheads. That's all I gotta say. Does this not have a? I guess not. Can I do this? Hold on. Can I do this? So here's what I'm thinking. We do something like. And then can we? I don't think that one has a back hitch. You stop being crybabies. I can see their frustration. I understand, you know, their side of things. They're upset because someone leaked their mod. I can understand that them being a little upset about that. But, you know, I'm not the one that did the leaking. Like, clearly, if you did not send it to me, I'm not the one who did the leaking. Okay? You should look at the people you sent it to and go from there. But I just want to know if this will work. Let's see. Let's get something that actually has, like... Does this have a rear hitch? It does. Let's... I just want to know if this thing works. I'm gonna guess it doesn't. It's just purely there for show. That's a bit of a bummer. These fields aren't terrible. And is this a logging area? Oh, it looks like it is. Yeah, that's why I was so excited. That's why I downloaded it. Was that? And just tipped upside down? It is. Alright. I dig this. Okay, let's go around the gate. Because what I would really love with that truck is just to have it, like, be able to pull it behind a combine. So just pull up to, like, the fields and use it to dump into it, and I think that'd be awesome. Can I sell all this crap? Like, can I just make this my own? Oh yeah, you can. Oh yeah, I love it when people do this. Just make everything sellable, so I can legitimately just sell all this off, even the house. Yep, that's what I love when they put stuff in like this, that you could just sell everything off and just build it up how you want it. Okay, so this map gets a thumbs up for me. Because not only can we do the farming side of things, we could also do some logging if we wanted to. Gotta check out the other parts though. I'll do that a little. Let's go ahead and I'll show you real quick, Sean, since I think you're like the only person here. I'll show you real quick what I've been working on. I forgot I gotta switch. I forgot I gotta switch the game. Real quick. This game's taking forever to load in. Oh, I'm reading an update. So apparently it's okay now? I don't know. Sorry, I was commenting in Jesse's Discord. I'm not gonna name names, but Jesse just said that it seems the dust has settled a little bit, and that the whole situation seems to be over. That's gonna comment on that. I was reading the story. Alright, so this stuff is literally untouched. I haven't done anything with it at all. It is as it was in my last video. It's this stuff over here that I've been working on. Do 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 do. I haven't worked anything on this. This is exactly how it is. I haven't touched any of that. It's this stuff down here. So this has been the main project I'm working on here is the tower, which it's the problem. The problematic thing is this bed. Like this is the bed is the problem. I took the cab off it because I hate the cab that's on it. Like the way it is. Has nothing against the modder. It's just the model itself. It's just not the greatest. Where is it? Here. So this is what it started off as. This is the truck that it caused the issues. I don't like this cab. I don't like it at all. So I switched it for the Enforcer cab from Chief, but the person who bought the model or something was upset. But now apparently the dust. I don't know. But I love this. I found this on the Pierce website, and like I said, the theme is off a town that my dad used to live in, Georgia. That's what the whole theme is. So this is sort of based off that truck. Like they don't have a door here, and they have the shorter cab, but it is pretty close to what it is. I could make it more accurate by taking the door off and making this shorter, but I like the way it looks like this better, so that's how we were gonna roll with it. But yeah, I love this thing. It's beautiful. And then they have like all E1s. They have 3 E1 engines that kind of have all similar beds, similar to this, not identical. And I don't think this is the correct cab, but it's an E1 flat top. So I made all 3 of those. They have engine 2, which has the gray doors, and then engine 3 has the gray doors, and then 4 has the colored doors. So got all those. And I took this bed off of I believe it's Peyton's, this truck here. I put it on a different pump and then onto the bed finally. So that's how it is. So essentially what I'm thinking with this department is 3 engines, a ladder, which I think that's all they have. I haven't that's why I love being in Delaware, because like they post pictures of all of their stuff, whereas other departments in other states don't. So I was thinking about doing 3 engines and the tower and making it kind of like a city sort of thing, and then having like something separate for ambulance, and then doing this as like a rescue, like doing a dive team sort of thing here for this. I just want to do a dive team of something, so I was thinking about doing this, even though this truck's sitting pretty low in the back. Is that how it? No. So it's pretty loaded. Maybe I'll have to adjust the mass on this trailer. I don't know, but that's what I've been working on. So once I get the, you can look it up on Google. I have they have a Facebook page, but they don't really post much. I cannot find for the life of me what the back of this looks like. Actually, I can't find for the life of me what the back of any of these look like. Like I'm going by what they post on Facebook. They barely have any pictures on their website. You Google it, and there's so many towns with the same name across different states that it's practically impossible to find actual pictures of it. But yeah, so that's what I've been working on. But anyway, that's going to do it for me for tonight, guys. I'm going to record some stuff before I head off to bed. So if you guys did like the stream, be sure to leave a like down below. It does help me out so very, very much, and I do appreciate it so very, very much. If you guys do want to see future Farming Simulator 22 live streams, be sure to click that subscribe button. If you guys want to be notified whenever I do go live or upload a video, click that notification bell. As always, guys, thank you so very, very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.